Big Play Reflog Show is brought to you by ShackNews.com. Shack News is the place to be for all your gaming news, guides, walkthroughs, interviews, and reviews, like their review of the new game, Resident Evil Village, or join in the discussion with their new Snack Chat, Shack Chat, where they discuss the hardest games they've ever beaten. And don't forget to check out the Shack News Reader and Shack News Cortex to get even more involved in the gaming community right on their site. From video game tournaments to Twitch streams, they do it all at Shack News. And speaking of Twitch streams, make sure to subscribe to their channel on Twitch to see the newest games as well as some great throwbacks. So if you're a gamer, Shack News is the site for you. Check them out on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch at the handle @ShackNews and at ShackNews.com.
Okay, do you need medical attention?
Yeah.
What is wrong?
I don't know. I ain't no goddamn doctor.
Cut back by Chubb. He's to the 10. He's still running to the 5. He dips outside left. He's doing it. Touchdown. Samantha! To the left. Away. Back to goal. Reflux. It's just golfer backward.
No. Oh, yeah.
Boom shakalaka.
Welcome to the Big Play Reflog Show. Today is Monday, May 10th, 2021. I'm your host, Big Play Dave, alongside my main man, Mr. Chris McNeil. How are you, sir?
Good. Brown's schedule comes out this week. Can't wait.
Let's go. 17-0. First time we've
Go.
ever said that.
That's right. 17-0.
And back at it yet again. Oh, my. How many shows has this been in a row for Nick Padone?
It's been a lot. We're on quite the streak here.
You're crushing it, working the OT. I like it.
I love it. Sweaty, but I'm here.
Heck yeah. Yeah, we'll get into that in a little bit, but we have a packed show. We're going to get right into this, get into the comments, say what's up. We're going to kick it off with Jamie Gillen joining the show, the Scottish Hammer, our Browns Cleveland punter. He is going to give away a signed Browns jersey to one of you lucky fans out there. He'll be joining us here momentarily. And then we're going to get into some Power Rank Monday, our dream Cleveland celebrity boxing matchups. There's a reason behind this. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Then we'll get into our featured interview of the week, NBC sports analyst Samantha Bunton. Looking forward to chatting with her. All the Cleveland headlines after that, presented by Total Sports Enterprises Cleveland, courtesy of that jersey that we're giving away. And then we'll wrap it up with best and worst tweets of the week. But we're not going straight to Power Rank Monday. We are going to the jersey giveaway. Let's bring him on in. There he is. This is a guy who's been on a few Zoom calls. Look at that background. Jamie, what's up, man?
How are you?
I'm good. Long time no talk. What's new?
Nothing. Just waiting for it to get a bit warmer in Cleveland, to be honest with you.
Yeah, man, I hear you. Hey,
What is that background?
Oh, come on, Chris.
You
Are
don't
you
know?
serious? Come on.
I'm serious. I don't know it. I'm claiming ignorance here and stupidity.
One of the best movies ever, called The Replacements.
Oh, okay. All right. Yes. All right.
Fantastic movie. Good work there, Jamie. Hey,
Yeah, this is my background for every meeting with with the coach and stuff. Should probably change it.
Dude, what's that been like for you? Like just the year and a half almost that we've had so far. Just a lot of Zoom calls, a lot of training, lifting timber and skiing in your shorts.
Yeah, basically. It's been a bit weird. It was definitely weird going through the season and all the rules and stuff, and how much we were allowed to work out with COVID, who we couldn't be around wearing the Kinects on devices, and then it was at least I've been able to work out. I've been working out with Jason Trusnick up in Strongsville, and then occasionally working out in my garage gym too, which is just some wood made by me and my dad over a couple of beers.
Nice, that's awesome. So you were at Bay High with Zast. Was Zastidal there?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you hook up with him earlier? So for those who don't know, Zastidal, Browns punter, Bay High School. What was that a goose?
A giant cat.
What is going on?
It won't leave me alone.
Jamie has a giant cat walking around. My dog, for those that don't know why I'm sweaty, it was running around my neighborhood before I came on air. This show is crazy today.
That's all right. We're drinking beers and maybe a little vino there, so we'll take it. But okay, so the reason we invited you on, we're giving away a Browns jersey of yours, signed by you, the Scottish Hammer, and we thought it'd be cool for you to kind of announce this to a Browns fan winner.
For sure, that's awesome. I can't remember the fellow's name again. Have you got his name?
Yeah, hold on. Let me do a drum roll. Oh, man, I turned my sound off. Hold on.
There you go.
The win. I heard, Jamie, I'll whisper it to you so you can announce it. All right, his name is Teague. Teague on Twitter.
Teague. Okay. Do you want me to announce it now?
Yeah, announce it now.
Yeah.
All right. Teague, congratulations. You won a signed jersey from me, and hopefully you wear it on Sundays.
Heck yeah.
Fantastic.
Jamie, we nailed that, man. We nailed it.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
We planned this for weeks.
Flawless execution once again. Flawless.
Oh, man, that's good stuff. So anything else going on? Anything you want to say to Cleveland fans?
I love you guys. You guys are the best fans in the NFL, as usual. And I'm really excited for the season, though, coming up. I mean, hopefully we've got, fans coming in. That was really weird not having fans for a couple of the games. So hopefully we get full capacity when people get, I guess, vaccinated and COVID maybe goes away for a little bit.
Yeah, right. I think everyone's ready for that.
Man, it was definitely a weird one going through that. But this offseason's been good, though. And then I don't even know when we're supposed to be meeting back up, with everything that's been going on with that. So we're just playing it by ear.
Real quick, what did you think of the draft?
Oh, it was awesome. One of the guys that stood out to me on a personal level was the fellow that was running the 4.25 receiver, and I'm thinking
Schwartz,
could be a pretty good gunner,
Oh, that's great.
Always looking out for number one. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I hope everybody does really well and stays healthy.
Yeah.
We got I think we got a really awesome team coming together for this next season, so it's going to be pretty exciting for Cleveland.
I know it was weird, no fans. How cool was that win over Pittsburgh? Gotta ask, since we have you on, how cool was that?
Man, I mean, I just sat down, for the first play, I sat down, put my helmet somewhere, and then I turned my head for 1 second. We bloody scored. I'm cheering, and then I realized, I've got to go and hold the ball right now. And so I will run, grab my helmet. Charlie's shouting at me, "Get down, we're going to get one, I'm trying to find my helmet, I grab it, we fly on there. And then we just sit back down again, and Charlie likes to chew, a little bit. Well, you didn't hear that from me, but And we just sit down again, hanging out. Boom, another touchdown. We were like, what is going on? And it was, I just wish we had full capacity so we had fans there just going nuts because it was bananas to be a part of.
Oh, that would have been wild.
Did you guys get after over here when we beat them? Were you guys at home or going out to the pubs? What you guys doing?
I was drinking a lot of beers and going insane. We were watching it. We were watching in the garage here at my house. Nick, Chris, what are you guys doing?
Asking a lot of, is this really happening right now? I mean, especially at the beginning of that game. I was the same way, Jamie. I was just sitting there going, this can't be real. This is amazing. Really? We score it. We score again. We score again. And then just that Cleveland mentality of just gripping after that, going, okay, all right, stay positive, stay positive. We've got it. Come on, guys. Just finish this thing off. Finish this thing off. That and, copious amounts of tailgating at home. And that got us through that one. That was fantastic. And certainly one of the highlights, hell, since we've been back. And you were a part of it. So that was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, that's a little bit of history there, putting that kind of points up from Pittsburgh, isn't it?
That's exactly right.
That's more than history. Like, so Jamie, me and Chris are older, Nick's younger. So 2 decades of just horrible football. I mean, you let's be honest. And now we're actually looking like a Super Bowl contender. Like you've been a little bit of the turnaround here. What's it been like in the locker room?
Oh, definitely a lot different to the first year. Guys are really buying in. I mean, I gotta say, Coach Stefanski is awesome. I mean, he is stone cold all the time, and it's really, really nice getting coached by him. Great, obviously, was pre-Fristow coaching, so getting to hang out with him and stuff. He gets to make fun of me 24/7, so it's great. But I don't know. It was tough this year trying to read the locker room because we weren't really in the locker room too much because we weren't allowed to be together. So the times that we were within 6 feet practice and stuff with our connect-ons, everybody was pretty pumped up and getting through it. But I think everybody can say they're pretty proud of each other getting through how we did because Coach Stefanski wasn't even in that game for when we beat the brakes off of Pittsburgh and the playoffs, and we had a lot of adversity thrown our way with different COVID things going on, people getting put on lists, getting taken off lists, whether we're gonna. I mean, there was one point we didn't know we were gonna have any cornerbacks for a game, so
we remember that.
Yeah, so we're kind of sitting there like, all right, Charlie, you know how to play DB, man, so it was. I just hope this year we can. That's definitely what I missed. It was always a grind going through the season and taking care of your body. And well, not so much for me, but maybe for guys that actually play football. And I like to hang
dude.
out
You're
with
like
them
one of the
afterwards
most jacked guys on the team. Let's be honest.
Well, at least I got to look like a football player. Come on, But hopefully this year we, get to hang out a little bit more outside of the facility or in the facility at least, because that's, the fun part of football too, practicing, grinding, working out and winning games is obviously a blast, but then also, having some fun with your teammates in the locker room and stuff is fun too. So it'll be nice to have that all together so we can all truly gel as a team. So it was a little bit harder to gel as a team on and off the field during that year because we weren't allowed to hang out because of COVID.
Hey, one last question here. In the offseason, Baker's mentioned a couple of times seeing UFOs. What's your stance on UFOs, Jamie? Do you believe that something is out there, or do you think we're alone in the universe?
There is no way we are alone in the universe.
Yes.
There's no way that we are alone. I believe there's got to be. I'm a little bit of a conspiracy theorist sometimes myself. So
we gotta have you on a show where we just spend like a half hour on just conspiracy theories. We love talking conspiracy theories.
Count me in. I'll bring the beers, and also pretty soon if you shoot me your address. I partnered with a Sibling Revelry to make a
Nice.
beer for the summer, and it's going to be called Hammer Light, so Lyte, and it's I don't know if I'm allowed to announce it right now, but it's coming out.
You already did.
Yeah, right. Whoopsies. It's the proceeds are going towards charity for kids and stuff, so raising some money for the little ones. So, and you also get to taste a tasty beer, so why not?
Heck yeah. Now, were you involved in the decision making for like what kind of beer it was going to be? I don't want you to say too much, but
A little bit.
Okay, okay.
Made a stout earlier in the year just for fun, and it was infused with blackcurrant that came out really good. Those guys at Sibling are awesome.
yeah, they're just down the street. We're like 3 minutes from there.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Then, we definitely have to go there for
Live
a
show.
brew one day.
Live show at Sibling.
Why not?
Let's do it.
And we can taste test new beer. So for the summer, I decided to go for a lager because I don't know, I can drink a Guinness in 90 degrees. You know, that's just me. But I don't know too many people that can choke down a stout in warm weather. So I went with like a lager. So
Nice.
just so people can, yeah.
I love it. That's awesome. All right. Conspiracy theories at Sibling Revelry live show sometime in the near future.
That could be a fun time.
Heck yeah. I mean, we kept you way too long, but we appreciate you joining. It's been way too long. Glad everything's going well. Good luck with everything as the off season kind of continues here. And you're the man. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, guys.
See you, Jamie.
Scottish
Yeah.
Hammer.
Good stuff.
He's the best.
He is.
Round of applause for the Scottish Hammer. That sounds like an absolute blast.
I can't wait for the UFO show. We got to do that with him.
Oh, yeah.
Over some pints.
Heck
Could you
yes.
imagine where that show would go? I mean, we have a hard enough time keeping it on the rails.
That'll be a
Let
three.
alone you add a few beers and the Scottish Hammer. We're going to be way off in left field. We should also get that conspiracy guy, the UFO guy from a few weeks ago.
Heck yeah, man! It's been so long since we've actually seen like people out in public. We should do a big show there. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I'd love it.
Nice. All right, so 9:15. It's interview time.
That's right.
Let's move into our featured interview and talk some Cleveland sports. What do you guys say?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. Be right back. The Labatt Blue Light Hotline, we have senior NFL analyst and content director for NBC Sports and host of the 3 and Out podcast, Miss Samantha Bunton. How are you? Welcome to the Big Play Reflog Show.
I'm so excited to be here. How are you guys?
We're good. So we were just talking with the Scottish Hammer. He gave away a signed jersey, our Browns punter. I know you're a big Browns fan. Are you a fan of the Hammer?
Absolutely.
He's great. He's been so he came in and like right before this turnaround happened with the Browns, and it's so good. Like we interviewed him when it was his first time ever with the Browns, and he's all kind of nervous. He's like, "Oh yeah, I don't really know anyone yet. I'm a punter. Like, what am I doing?" And just to see like that progression with the Browns has been really, really cool. So. You've been a Browns fan for a long time, like
Sure
me and Chris and Nick. What's this turnaround been like for you as a fan working in sports?
It's kind of surreal. The last time the Browns were this good, I was in kindergarten, I think. So I've never had the experience of working in football media when the Browns were any good at all. So this past year was my first year not being the person who was constantly the butt of the joke in the office, because Browns fans, it's the low hanging fruit, and they came for me first, but not anymore.
So you had a good tweet the other day about Baker, and just like, as a Browns fan for a very long time, like, this is really what we're choosing to fight about on Twitter. How on earth are we at the point where Baker Mayfield is in question in Cleveland? That doesn't make any sense at all.
There's a part of me that thinks this is a great problem to have. I mean,
yes,
we're trying to get rid of a quarterback who took us all the way to the divisional round in the playoffs in favor of an MVP. I mean, what a great thing to be fighting about. Also, this is completely unrealistic. I mean, Aaron Rodgers isn't coming to Cleveland. He's not coming. So it's all hypothetical. I guess my point was just, you dance with the one that brung you. Baker wasn't the problem. It was interesting to me how angry people got about it and how quickly we shift to this whole, maybe we could upgrade over Baker. We could do better. We could do better, when the last time I checked, we were all pretty happy with Baker Mayfield, right?
We need a quarterback controversy in Cleveland. Holcomb and Couch. Let's go.
Because that went so well.
We all get a little bit too calm, at times when the team's doing well. We got to introduce that drama just to get things back to what we think is normal in Cleveland, I think.
Well, we're greedy now. I mean, this is different for us. Are we greedy now? Are we? I don't know.
I guess.
I am. Yeah.
What would you say? What would be for you a successful season? What's it going to take for the Cleveland Browns this upcoming year for it to be a success for you?
AFC Championship, I think.
Okay.
I could live with that. A respectable performance in an AFC Championship. Obviously, I would prefer a Super Bowl berth, but I would consider that a successful season. It would be an improvement on what we saw last year, and I think a sign of things to come. So I guess I consider that a success.
What's your take on Andrew Berry and what he's done this offseason so far, between the draft, the free agents he's signed, having a kid on top of that? I mean, he's had really an offseason for the generations. What's your take on him?
I think he's been exceptional. It's a little bit, your instinct is to be underwhelmed because there was no big splashy signing. You're picking at the end of the first round, so you're not making a big splashy first round pick, but it's a good thing. I think we're just not used to it. We're used to having to live and die on every single draft pick, on every single free agent signing. And this time it was really much more about just filling the holes, getting depth, that sort of thing. So I guess to me, it was just, I think he's done a really outstanding job of sort of quietly improving a team in a way that's maybe not very exciting or headline making, but everything just down to the way these contracts are going to line up someday. When we look at the guys he brought in free agency and sort of where their contracts will come due, how he's managing the salary cap, that sort of thing. There's so many little pieces of this that come in. It's not just about, did you get this guy to fill this hole or whatever. So, and yeah, like you said, got a brand new baby as well. So
the man's doing it all this offseason. How about the draft itself, being in Cleveland this year? What was the national perspective, or what was the sense that you were getting from people you were maybe talking to in the media about how Cleveland did as a host for the NFL draft this year?
All positive, actually. I was very impressed myself. I thought Cleveland acquitted itself very, very well. I thought they did a nice job on the draft, especially having sort of the extra, I guess, hill to climb in terms of all of the COVID restrictions, and they put on a good show. I've heard nothing but good things from my colleagues in the national media. So I think Cleveland did a great job.
I wanted to circle back to something you mentioned about Baker and just your excitement for him. Samantha, he hasn't had a head coach throughout an off-season program since he's entered the NFL. How excited are you to see Baker with Stefanski in that same system for year two?
Oh, very excited. I think Baker has done a remarkable job of adapting, which is not an easy thing to go from coach to coach. But remember, he did this in college too. So he also had to make an adjustment there that a lot of people don't have to make, at least people who end up in the NFL often don't have to do that. So he was, I think, pretty well equipped to do so. I think he came in sort of with the attitude that he was coming into a situation that was really unstable when he was drafted, and that it would probably not be the situation going forward for him, hopefully. And this is a luxury at this point, right? It's just like we were talking about for us, that now everything that happens, it's sort of these are great problems to have. I think for Baker, it's just the opportunity to be able to have that kind of continuity, and the fact that he did, I think, so well handling himself, even when he didn't have that early in his career, really it speaks well to the potential of what they can do this offseason.
Definitely. And you look at this, you mentioned the draft, plug some holes there, free agency, no big splash, but some big pieces defensively. Do you see a weakness on this Browns rosters? Because so many national media members, even that, your colleagues are saying that the Browns are legit built for a Super Bowl. It feels so crazy to say.
I think I just heard somebody today say they thought they were the most complete team in the NFL, which is kind of amazing. And I'm not even sure that I think it's true, but even to be in that conversation is so far from anything that we have dealt with in the recent past that it's incredible. I don't really see a weak point. I mean, we'd have to get really picky, right? We'd have to get down into you don't have like a game-changing tight end, and there are teams out there that do have that, but how many of them have sort of the full picture that the Browns have right now? And of course, we saw in the Aaron Rodgers conversation that if we're going to call Baker a weakness, if we have people out there who are actually saying quarterback is the weak link, and that weak link is Baker Mayfield, I think we're doing all right.
I like that. That's a great answer. Like, to any Baker debate ever, if he's the problem with this team, we're doing all right, guys.
Heck yeah.
Switching tracks a little bit to the other child here in town, the Cleveland Indians.
Oh boy.
They're a little maddening. I don't know if you've noticed. We've been able to hit a little bit in spurts, but we've also not hit in spurts, twice getting no hit. What do you make of this team? We've got great pitching, we've got a really solid bullpen, very, very up and down hitting, very maddening as a fan to watch. Have you had a chance to watch many games, and are you as frustrated as I am?
I'm sort of torn between being incredibly frustrated because I think they are a better hitting team than they have shown themselves to be so far. But at the same time, if you don't see that on the field, differences to make, right? So it's probably the best bullpen in baseball right now. The rotation has been outstanding with a few exceptions, one of which has been sent to the alternate site. So hopefully that will straighten itself out, but it's just so frustrating to see them get no hit. Twice, and that never happened to anybody before in that short of a period of time. And I would certainly venture a guess that it hasn't happened to somebody who is this close to first place in their division. So it's just to watch them score 0 runs and 0 hits one night, and then the next day they score 9 runs. They've got it in them. It's the proverbial save some for tomorrow, or in this case, save some for yesterday. But it makes me crazy.
How about Shane Bieber? What are your thoughts on him? What are kind of some of your colleagues maybe saying about him? Obviously, he's no secret anymore at this point to anybody in Major League Baseball, or even the casual fans out there. Started off having a pretty good season here once again. Any thoughts on him and his performance?
I think he's been incredible. We get frustrated with him when he gives up 3 or 4 runs, and we call that a bad night for Shane Bieber, which is I think, again, that's a great problem to have, right? When we're complaining about a guy who's logged a quality start and who has logged 8+ strikeouts, and we're saying, oh, not a great outing for him. That's what you want. And he's getting a lot of respect nationally. I think he's also somebody who conducts himself really well, and I think that is sort of drawing some notice as well. He interviews well. I think he puts himself well on the mound. And really, what more can you ask? He looks like a repeat Cy Young winner right now.
And how about a player that's left the Cleveland Indians, one Francisco Lindor? What do you think? Was it a raccoon or a rat?
Probably not the best road to go down. Their GM said it best. Appreciate honesty, and probably having a sort of wildlife adventure in the tunnel where we all know there was no wildlife. I will say this. I mean, Queens probably the only place you can get away with saying there was a rat in your tunnel, and people would be like, "Oh, maybe." But yeah, I think it's the more like the giraffe in the room.
Is there any surprise to you that he's stumbled coming out of the gate there in New York? And that's kind of putting it mildly, I guess. But and what he's done up to this point, just not being the Francisco Lindor that a lot of people expected out there.
Well, I will preface this by saying that I think he will ultimately be fine, but it is a huge contract. It's a contract that I'm not sure that if I were a GM, I would give to anybody, even someone of Francisco Lindor's caliber. A lot of that relating to the fact that just the length of the contract alone, that statistically speaking, these contracts generally don't pay for themselves ultimately over time. So you have to think of it more as like the AAV is, what are you getting out of him in his peak years? And you have to kind of readjust the money that way. But I will say I'm surprised he's been as, quite frankly, bad as he has been. He had a little bit of a down year last year. The last year was so weird that we all kind of wrote it off and went, whatever. We had people who were incredible, who are not incredible players, and people who are terrible, who are exceptionally good. And so a little bit of a dip in performance, I guess, would be understandable. It's a big change. It's a big market, but he is certainly somebody who I think is, for the most part, equipped to handle that. I know everybody's, the New York media, but he's not a guy who I think is struggling because of that. I worry a little bit because, down like year last year that, are we ever going to see the guy again that we saw in 2017, 2018, 2019? And I think we will, but it's very surprising to me that he has struggled as much as he has.
Guys, everyone give her a follow at Samantha Button. Where can everyone find the work you're doing? What are you up to nowadays?
Well, we're in the off season, of course, for Sunday Night Football. And I'm sure there's nobody here who needs me to tell them to watch Sunday Night Football, so we won't worry about that. But I also host a podcast called 3 and Out, and you can find that on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
I was listening to that this week, and you had a very funny observance of the Dallas Cowboys with their draft strategy. Please tell the people who haven't listened to your podcast what you guys were talking about with the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, what did I say?
It was hilarious.
I remember what I said there.
Jerry trading up with a rival in order to let them have a wide receiver who they won't be able to cover.
Jerry, I mean, it's not that the Eagles have acquitted themselves particularly well in
Very true.
recent years, but you can always count on Jerry, right? To do something interesting. I mean, this was not the worst Jerry Jones move that we have seen in the recent past in a draft, but I mean, where does your head have to be at to decide, not only am I going to trade my pick, and I know Dallas got themselves into a bit of a spot because unexpectedly, or perhaps they shouldn't have expected this, at least or considered the possibility that the teams before them were going to go corner, back to back, and that they would need a plan C. Well, I don't think Dallas got that far in their war because they panicked and traded their pick to a team that ultimately ends up taking a wide receiver who they couldn't get the corner that they're going to need to cover that guy. Yikes.
Perfect. Isn't it nice we're talking about a different team and that's not the Browns doing something like that?
I can't even tell you what a relief it is to be able to kind of go, and not just here where we're Browns friendly, but onto other podcasts or other media in the off season, and not have somebody be like, look, can you explain what the Browns were thinking? Were they thinking? Now it's somebody else. Now we can laugh at Dan Campbell talking about biting kneecaps in Green Bay and Houston and all of the other places that are a mess when the Browns are not. So nice.
Now, Samantha, you've had to have seen an advance copy. How many times are the Browns going to be on Sunday Night Football?
Not allowed to tell you that.
There is.
I take my shot there
somewhere. Chris.
I was trying. No one got into my DMs today and gave me the full schedule, so I'm trying to nip around the edges here, see what I can do.
I would assume like 7, 8, 9 times Sunday Night Football.
Because I'm trying to stay employed here. So.
Samantha, you're the best. We appreciate the time, and hopefully we can have you on sometime soon. That was great.
Yeah.
Sounds great. Thanks
Good
so
stuff.
much, guys.
Thanks, Samantha.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, that was great. Samantha Button, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause. Oh, let me turn on my applause. Chris, she's like, you're going to get me fired. Stop it.
Yeah, that turned really quick.
I almost made a burner account to DM Chris with a fake schedule.
Oh, you should have. You should have. Oh, Chris, you would have put that out there.
Oh, yeah.
Heck
I mean,
yeah.
why not?
You've gotten zero
listen.
fake schedules so far?
Sir Yacht is gone right now. So there's a
Yes.
huge void. There's a vacuum right now for bad sources and bad information. And I could just wander and saunter right into that space. No problem.
Heck yes. That's great.
Yeah, she was great. I'll tell you, though, man, I was trying to get that Sunday night schedule out of her. That did not work at all.
No, that's all right.
Go to plan B to get this schedule.
Someone
Before
will
it gets released.
Someone will DM it to you by Tuesday.
Or at least a fake. I mean, at least give me a good fake copy that I can put out there.
Yeah, you had a really good fake one. What, a year
It
or
looked
two
like
ago?
professionally faked.
Yeah, it looked legit.
It looked legit. Yeah. I mean, it was in Excel. You can't just go into Excel and make something like that.
No, absolutely not.
No way.
You guys want a power rank?
Let's
I
do
want
it.
a power rank.
Let's do it.
It's time for Power Rank Monday.
All right, so we're gonna power rank our dream Cleveland celebrity boxing matches. So the genesis of this, me and my buddy Tim Van Nieuwhouse, he's a big boxing manager, manages some big names, local guy here in Cleveland, Ohio. We've been talking about doing a boxing event in Cleveland on the west side up at like Crocker Park for a very, very long time. And we went to an event a couple years ago. It wasn't a great venue in Cleveland. I think it was called like the Temple on like the Near East Side. Not like the greatest location for a boxing event, but it was super fun. So we're like, all right, we have to have a boxing event. And then like as the last couple of years went by, we're like, all right, this should probably just be like a celebrity amateur boxing event, like things that are going on right now. So we're ranking our dream Cleveland matchups. And get in the comments with your Cleveland matchups you would like to see. I'll kick it off. My number 3. I'm gonna go with Mac Wilson versus the haters. So the number one Twitter troll, get off the keyboard, come fight Mac Wilson in an exhibition round. Let's get that going. What could go wrong?
Wow. That's going to be a lineup right there.
He
That's
gets
gonna be like the
so
Cavs
much
parade
hate.
pick. Cavs parade pick coming out right there. People lining up. Poor Mac Wilson.
My number 2. I'm going with Joe Thomas versus Peyton Hillis.
I kind of forgotten about that rivalry.
Yes, this is an old one. Peyton went to the Chiefs. You know, there was a little bit of button heads, I think, while he was here. I just think that would be
Joe was having none of it.
No,
Joe was
not
having
at
none of
all. Not at all. But
Wow.
I think that would be a really good fight. Joe is in fighting shape. Peyton's been doing a little UFC training, so he's got a little combat going. I think that would be a phenomenal main card for this event.
I like that one.
And my number 1. Talking about main events. Reflog versus Tony Rizzo.
Check my watch to make sure how much time I have to talk about this. If you're one of the people out there that is planning a parade for 0-16, I will fight you. Come down and see me right now. I am at Buffalo Wild Wings. You're going to celebrate my misery for 4 months? I saw the guy. The guy, one of the guys, came up to me at Dog Pound Drive 3 weeks ago and goes, hey, man, we want to come on and talk about it. I said, get away from me. And if you come near me again, I'm going to have Uncle Frank remove you from the...
Chris, that would be your walk-up music. So you know how
I will fight you.
You just walk out to that.
Wearing like all Buffalo Wild Wings gear, like a Buffalo Wild Wings cape. That would be fantastic.
Oh man, wouldn't this
Carrying
be
some
fun?
wings and a beer. Hell, we'll go all out for the sponsor on that one.
Oh heck yes, heck yes, Chris. What would your top 3 be?
My number 3.
You can't really top that one though.
No. How about this one? Trevor Bauer versus Elon Musk. Trevor Bauer, of course, the pitcher
Wow.
used to play for the Indians, so there's their Cleveland connection. I thought of this one because I don't know that they're not the same person. Trevor Bauer and Elon Musk. So I just like to see them in the same room together. And then to see them match up, could you imagine that? I mean, they would both be trying to outthink each other. It would be quite a spectacle with those two trying to outduel each other mentally.
I just picture them like getting into the ring and then both going on Twitter and like tweeting at each other like pow, 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 pow.
Yeah. Well, and Trevor would have his little camera there. You know?
Oh yeah. Watch Momentum would be filming the whole thing.
That's right. You'd be talking about spin rate and all kinds of fun stuff. And
that'd be a good one. Might be a tough
Yeah,
one to
not bad,
book,
right?
but I like that one.
okay, my number 2.
Ding.
The matchup we've all been waiting for.
Ooh.
Mary Kay Cabot versus Tony Grossi. We could bill it as the pandemonium at the Plain Dealer, right? Kind of a throwback matchup, maybe an undercard, but I think that'd be pretty
Wow.
good.
Maybe an under.
Pandemonium at the Plain Dealer.
That is a great name for it.
How about that? MKC versus Grossi. Let's figure it out right there in the ring.
I like that a lot. Winner takes on the Browns toaster.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
All
And my
what-
number 1.
What's your number 1?
And this is it. I mean, this is definitely the best matchup I think that you could have of them all. Just Albert Bell versus all comers. Anybody off the street, who cares? Albert Bell's going to take him down.
Is he's still around Cleveland, isn't he?
No.
He's in
like out
Arizona.
Phoenix. Yeah.
Oh,
he's
is
out
he?
in Arizona.
Does he call into the radio or I thought I heard something about him locally not that long ago.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he used to
he's
call it.
always trying to call into the radio shows around here. Yeah,
That's so strange.
yeah.
I think he would
Albert
do
and
it.
Scottsdale.
I think he would do it.
Yeah, so that's good news. That means he's got a phone, so you can get a hold of him and you can bring him in for the celebrity boxing.
Here's my worry, and we have to run this by Van Newhouse too.
All right.
Another media company just had a similar run-in with Jose Canseco with this kind of event.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I wouldn't want Albert Bell to take a dive on us.
Okay, Albert Bell versus Jose Canseco. Who says no to that?
Wow, that'd be good. See, now that'd be good.
All right.
I would
that
put a mortgage on Albert Bell, by the way.
Oof. Yeah, I mean, after watching Canseco, I think that's not a bad call.
Yeah.
All right, who are we at? Nick, are you up?
Nick.
Yeah, I'm up.
Top 3.
Alrighty, my number 3.
One leg man. He says he's in for Bell versus Canseco.
Oh, perfect.
Ding.
Alrighty, my number 3. Throwing it back to about, probably 5 or 6 years ago now.
Ancient time.
We gotta bring back Kendrick Perkins versus Kelly Olynyk.
Yeah.
And that would just make losing the 2015 NBA Finals feel not okay, but feel a little bit better to see Big Perk just give it to Kelly Olynyk.
Big Perk's got 6 fouls to give.
6
Heck
fouls
yes.
to give, 2 T's, and he just signed a huge extension with ESPN too. So good
Saw
for
that.
Big Perk.
God bless him.
All right, jump
my
jump
number
into
2.
those DMs, and we've got John on Facebook. He says Dan Gilbert versus Paul Dolan.
Oh, that's an undercard though. That's the thing.
Little owner spat.
Yeah, there we go.
Jimmy Haslam get the winners.
He gets
Or
a
Jimmy and
pass.
D?
He gets a
Jimmy and
pass.
D
man.
tag team. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, Nick.
All right, my number
Slim
2.
Jims from the
What's your
truck
number
stop.
All right. My number 2 is actually kind of serious, and I think this could be good
Oh.
for both parties. I have Charles Conwell, who, if you guys don't
Oh.
remember, we had him on our show, legit boxer from the Cleveland area,
Oh yes.
working the ranks, really good, really talented dude. You could look his highlights up on YouTube. There was plenty to watch.
One of the
Charles
biggest
Conwell-
up and coming fighters in his weight division.
Literally, and his bold name on Instagram is boxing's best kept secret. So perfect versus Jake Paul. Jake Paul is good. He beat Ben Askren. He looked good doing so. Everyone's saying fight a real fighter, fight a real fighter. There's a real fighter, Charles Conwell. He's on the up and up. Good for both parties.
If Jake Paul was given the choice of fighting Charles Conwell or Suryat, he would pick Suryat.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if he was looking for a legitimate competition, my only worry for Charles would be that Jake and his brother are huge. Did you guys see the
he's
pictures
way
of like
bigger.
Logan standing next to Floyd?
Way bigger.
Yeah, Logan has like 4 inches, 5 inches on Floyd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that means a whole lot when you get in the ring, though, like, especially on somebody like Charles.
Wingspan.
Yeah, wingspan. But Charles knows what he's doing. Charles is trained and actually.
Charles would whoop Jake Paul. It wouldn't even be close. And
Oh yeah, I don't doubt that at all.
I don't know, dude. I think it'd be good.
no,
I think they would be really good.
No, I don't think so. I think you're
People
not
said
giving
Ben
our man
Askren-
enough credit here.
People said Ben Askren would whoop Jake Paul.
yeah, one of the worst strikers in MMA history. All right, Nick.
He didn't even last a round. Okay,
That
my
was
number
pathetic.
one. I'll tell you a guaranteed win right here.
Oh boy.
Nick Padone versus Mark J. Weather. Mark Johnson, the weatherman.
Only Nick would get into a bout
What?
with a weatherman in Cleveland.
Yep.
All right, explain.
Yeah, me and Mark Johnson have some dated beef, guys. I thought this was a noted thing. I know I'm not a celebrity,
I thought
but
this
I think
was a noted thing.
Oh yeah, everybody knows about this.
yeah. So this is a
Right up
long
there with
time
the
ago.
Rizzo fans.
This is right, and this is right around the time too when Kenny Olynyk pulls out Kevin Love's arm. Is the Cavs are struggling in the finals. I'm down bad, tweeting sad things. Mark Johnson is trying to be funny, growing, his fake following that he bought his Twitter followers from that we learned not too long ago. And he tweets something really stupid like, oh, I guess the Cavs should be practicing their interior shots. So I replied back to him. I was upset the Cavs were losing in the finals. I said, hey, Mark, how about you stick to the weather? At the time, I was still in high school.
Ooh.
He said, well, what's your take, Nordonia Jr.? I didn't think I was going to get a reply back from him, so I just played along, and I was like, oh, come on, Mark. I'm a senior now. It was during the summer, so I was getting ready to go into my senior year. And then he replied with what I thought was just offensive and still think, and I've matured a lot since then, but I'm still taken aback when I read this Twitter thread that's still there, mind you. And he said, with the junior mentality. Okay, Mark, we'll see who has the junior mentality at Crocker Park or wherever we're holding this celebrity amateur boxing match. I have Jessica I, who's willing to train me, UFC flyweight champion from Cleveland. I have more Cleveland blood on my side than Mark Johnson has fake Twitter followers. And I'm ready to fight Mark Johnson.
Nick calling his shot. I love how you went third person on this too. You're going big time on this.
He's going Ricky Henderson. Going Ricky. Ricky steals bases.
All right, so Chris, if we do this event, where are we putting this? Is this an undercard or is this a co-main event for
Well,
Nick?
according to Nick, everybody knows about this matchup, so that's got to be that's in big print on the posters. Let's just put it that way.
That's right. He's making the poster.
That's right. He's making the poster.
Yeah,
Wow.
I don't have to. I'm not the
On the
main
marquee.
thing on the poster, but I need to be on the poster. Like, not
You're
even
on
me,
the
just
marquee.
because it's
You're
Mark
there.
Johnson, and everybody should know how big of a goofball that guy is.
Mark Johnson.
Ed in Columbus, he says all the bad Cleveland quarterbacks since '99 boxing battle royale.
Oh, that would be awesome.
That would
Get
be
all
good.
28 of them or whatever up there.
Yes. Or maybe the old coaches. Do you remember when, like, I think it was
I got
Pettin and
Freddie.
Shermer, and they like all met at a bar and I think watched the draft together. It was like a really weird.
Romeo's a rock. No one's moving
No.
Romeo.
Yeah, that's true.
We
That-
do sumo wrestling. We do that's an undercard. Sumo wrestling with ex-Browns coaches.
Let's just get really weird. Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah,
Freddie
Freddie.
Kitchens.
Yeah. Against Romeo. Romeo versus Freddie. Let's go, baby.
All right, we've got some planning to do. But if you have a
Pat
matchup,
Shermer's in deep trouble.
Yeah. If you have a matchup you'd like to see, put it in the comments. We'll get a promo tweet out there. Put it in the comments there, and we'll put this sucker together. That'll be fun. Thanks to Timmy for helping out with that. So, all right, let's talk some Cleveland headlines really quickly. We're battery at 16%. We're holding on. Let's talk some Cleveland headlines in 3, 2, 1. Cleveland headlines brought to you by our good friends at Total Sports Enterprises Cleveland. Every week, we're giving away a signed Cleveland sports memorabilia item, just like that Jamie Gillen Scottish Hammer jersey that he gave away earlier today on the show. Check him out. Follow Big Play Reflog. Follow TSE Cleveland on Twitter for your chance to win every week. Signed jerseys, helmets, personal items you want to send in, what have you. TSE Cleveland has it all. Stay tuned for next week's giveaway. We usually get it out on Monday mornings. Retweet it, follow both those handles, and you will be entered to win, just like Teague won that autographed Jamie Gillen jersey this week. Let's get in some headlines here. So, Chris, you mentioned it, NFL schedule coming out on Wednesday. Call your shot. Who do you think the Browns open the season against? Nick.
Pittsburgh.
I say the same thing. Yeah.
They
really,
and a piece of me, I want to hear how you guys feel about this because I literally had this battle in my head probably all day. One piece of me wants to open against Pittsburgh because, like, how cool would that be to beat them again?
Right,
like, that would be really fun.
3 in a row.
But on the other hand, the Browns for the last 5 or 6, 7 years, because we usually open against Pittsburgh or Baltimore, they've had some brutal opener opponents, and we don't win, period.
Yep.
But could we start off
Tennessee.
against could you give us a dump to start the season? Let us open against somebody horrible so we could get a win under our belt. I don't know how you guys feel about that. I think it would be cool to beat Pittsburgh, but at the same time, let's just get that narrative in the back door too while we're just erasing bad Browns records like the playoffs ones. Let's get a win, in week 1.
Give us a crappy team like Pittsburgh.
If you guys heard it, I mean, Samantha kind of let it slip there. That's going to be Browns versus Pittsburgh on Sunday Night Football.
Ooh.
Did she just kind of work that in? And maybe I'm the only one who heard it. But
I saw it in the eyes.
So she didn't say yes. So let's look into the interview, right? You asked how many times are the Browns on Sunday Night Football, and she laughed. So the Browns are definitely on.
It's a ton.
Yeah, it's a lock. So they're definitely on Sunday Night Football, more than once.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and opening on Sunday Night Football, obviously. Call your shot right now.
Ed will be flexed in multiple times on Sunday Night Football. Every game should be Sunday Night Football for the Browns. It'd be great.
That'd be nice.
You think that until Monday morning,
and I do coaching and stuff.
Yeah, man.
Sunday Night
awesome.
Football isn't that bad.
Yeah. So, Chris, no leaks. Not even one yet.
I haven't gotten anything. I tried to hit up Samantha.
Yeah.
Nothing there. No, not even fake leaks. It's pretty upsetting.
Oh, look at this. Kevin Wells, what's up, my man? On Facebook says Bears-Browns week 1. Baker versus Justin Fields. That would be fun. That would be fun. I would like that.
But are they going to do the thing where they're going to start Andy Dalton week 1?
That would be fun too. And then Justin Fields could just be on the sideline. It'd be great.
What about open this season against Arizona at home?
Yeah,
you lose the JJ Watt sweepstakes. You got Baker versus Cliff. You got Baker versus Kyler. I think that's kind of a cool one.
Who's the worst team?
17th game.
Who's the worst team in the NFL? I want to play them.
Yeah.
Probably Jacksonville, I guess.
Oh, Urban.
Urban. Yeah.
Tim Tebow.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, it's Tebow time.
You guys didn't hear about my tryout?
Didn't make it.
Jacksonville?
Yeah, Jacksonville. They called me. I'm trying out to play wide receiver tomorrow.
Really?
Just qualified as Tim Tebow.
Yeah, I'm just as qualified. Yeah, literally. They're just looking for people down there.
They signed Mark the Weatherman.
Yeah, Mark J. Weather. Exactly. I got to beat him out. There's no state income tax. That's an incentive.
There you go.
The training camp, though, would be so hot.
Yeah. Speaking of hot, let's talk about the Indians. They have now, I think, 10 of their last 13 that they've won.
Yeah. Overshadowed by
2 no-hitters.
No-hitters. 19 games in between.
Right.
They did go 19 consecutive games without a no-hitter, which was impressive.
Yeah.
Now they're starting on another streak.
Oof. What are we, 1 game back from the White Sox?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were in first place for a couple of days there. That was fun. A lot of
Dave,
negativity.
do we have enough time to play baseball cards real quick?
We're at 13%. I say we do it. You want to?
Let's go ahead. You want the right or do you want the left?
All right, we're going baseball cards. Sorry, Indians.
Sorry.
I'm taking the left.
Taking the left. Here we go.
Womp, womp, womp,
We'll
womp.
go quickly. Puzzle piece. Mike Pagliario. I don't know. Bill Gullickson. This is starting off well. Lance McCullers. Good one. His son pitches in the league. Mark Langston. Mark McLemore. You're rolling. Tim Raines. That's not bad. Jack Lazorko. Nope. Tim Lauder. Bob James.
Is this my pack?
It is.
Oh, God.
Dave Schmidt. Not bad.
All right.
Oh, here you go. Speaking of Mets, Bobby Bonilla.
Saved the $1 million contract.
Scott Bales, pitcher for the Cleveland Indians.
I thought you said
And Jeff Sellers.
Scott Baio.
Scott Baio also in that pack. So probably Bobby Bonilla, Tim Raines for you.
Yeah, I actually love Tim Raines. He's awesome.
Okay. There you go. It's Tim Raines as an Expo, too. And
Yeah,
it's Bobby Bonilla as a Pirate. So that's extra special right there.
That is. You think of the Expos, you think of Tim Raines.
That's right. I open up with Jeff Calhoun.
Oof.
Dave Bergman.
Hmm.
Glenn Braggs. Mike Scioscia from the Dodgers. Tim Belcher, Dodgers. Guy Huffman, Reds. I am not doing well myself.
This is brutal.
Keith Atherton, Twins. I'm going to burn this pack. Ivan Calderon. Ken Dixon, who cannot. Wow.
Oof.
Kurt Manwaring. That's a rookie card for
That's-
Kurt Manwaring.
That's
What
not
did he
even.
end up
That's
doing?
not even a real player.
Mitch Williams. Okay, here we go. Mark Langston. That's
Okay, weather.
You know it's bad when you say, "Oh, here we go, Mark Langston."
Robbie Wine.
Nope.
Mark Clear.
Oof.
Chris Spire. Holy crap.
Are you done?
I concede. I'll go with okay, it's your Bobby Bonilla and Tim Raines versus Mark Langston and a puzzle piece.
And give it to Bobby Bonilla.
Bobby Bonilla. Circle gets the square. Congratulations, Dave. Man, that was disappointing. I'm glad we took valuable showtime for that.
Hey, a Tim Raines card. I'll take that. Tim Raines is sweet. That was the worst pack we've ever had.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago I thought was the worst we'd ever encountered. That just beat it. If it wasn't for Bobby Bonilla, was the only redeeming quality of 2 packs of cards there.
There was not one player I knew on your pack.
And even that's just a meme. Like Bobby Bonilla, we just kind of laugh at.
Oh, I mean, he was good, though.
He was good, but come on, we're only still talking about him. 'cause of the
Correct.
contract.
It was
So
kind of- yeah, he would have been forgotten a while ago.
Wow.
No doubt about it.
All right, Nick, any thoughts on the Indians before we go to best worst tweets of the week?
no thoughts.
No thoughts, really.
Just I'm torn. I'm like everyone else. I'm torn how to feel. One day I'm in love with them, and I think they're gonna go to a World Series. You know, in a similar fashion as when Bryce Harper left, and Washington goes or whatever, and then they get no hit, and then I'm like, well, how am I supposed to feel now? So it's just weird. I definitely think that they will make the playoffs. I think they're going to make the playoffs, and that's what I want to see, because with this pitching, this bullpen,
Yep.
I want to see playoffs. That's all I care about.
Nick, you're getting ripped on in the comments.
what?
Baby Bush 518 says Jacksonville training camp will be so hot. Nick, oh Padone, the new Jacksonville weatherman.
Wow. See, it sticks. No, I'm not going to training camp in Jacksonville. Absolutely not. Too humid. My hair is way too curly for that. No thanks.
All right, let's do best worst tweets of the week and get on out of here. In 3,
Let's do it.
2, 1. Where are you? There you are. This one was great. So Ben Axelrod tweeted this out. Kevin Stefanski's reaction to the Browns trading up for Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah on building the Browns, via building the Browns. Look at that face.
That is awesome.
That is incredible. You don't see, very stoic. Jamie Gillen was talking about it. Very robotic, very monotone for Kevin Stefanski. That face right there, he's like, how did we do that?
He called him Stone Cold Stefanski.
Yeah, someone in the comments was like, that's a great name.
Yeah, we got to get Cody on a shirt ASAP.
There we go. Yeah. All right, Chris, what was the worst tweet?
Okay, the worst, it really came to a head today. You saw the Dispatch tweeted out. You saw the Crew tweeted out. The Columbus Crew has gone through a rebranding, so they've got a new logo, and it's got all the soccer fans down here in Columbus all up in arms. And, of course, we in Cleveland, we remember when the Browns did their rebranding, kind of similar, didn't like the direction they were going. The Haslam's looking like now they are 0-2 in rebranding efforts. As everyone is hating the new logo down here. They're already looking at how long until they can change it back, just like they did in Cleveland. Haslam family it's not going to be long before they walk this one back. It is not good for those folks and not good for the marketing department. I'm sure they thought new stadium, we're going to have a new look. This is going to be fantastic. And they completely botched it. They should have left well enough alone on this one. So jeers to the Columbus Crew and to the Haslams on this one.
Chris,
and it even sparked, it was so bad, Dave, that it sparked people saying, we had Save the Crew, right? Hashtag Save the Crew to keep them in Cleveland, or in Columbus and not go to Austin, with Precourt, Anthony Precourt and his whole crew. Well, now the hashtag today is hashtag Save the Crew again. Save them from this horrible logo, which is fantastic. So they are just getting skewered today.
I love it.
Yeah.
Good one. Nick, take us out of here. Let's call it a night.
Yeah, definitely. Great show. Huge. So many people to thank on this one, literally. Huge thanks to TSC Cleveland. They provided our Jamie Gillen autographed Scottish Hammer Browns jersey. Like Dave said, check out Big Play Reflog, TSC Cleveland. We give out one of these every week. Be on the lookout for that. Huge thanks to Jamie Gillen for coming on to give away his own jersey. That was really cool. Huge thanks to NBC Sports. Samantha Bunton came on. Awesome interview from a national perspective. Browns fan in the national light. That's always a lot of fun. As always, Shaq News. Much love there. Give them a follow at Shaq News. As always, enjoy yourself a Labatt and have a great night, everybody.
Okay, do you need medical attention?
Yeah.
What is wrong?
I don't know. I ain't no goddamn doctor.
Cut back by Chubb. He's to the 10. He's still running to the 5. He dips outside left. He's doing it. Touchdown. Second drive. To the left. Away. Back to goal.
Reflog. It's just going for backward.
No. Oh, yeah.
Boom shakalaka.